Oh, hello. Today we'll be talking about a film from 1992, starring Robert Redford, Dan Aykroyd, Ben Kingsley, Marty McDowell, River Phoenix, Sidney Poitier, and David Strathairn. Is that right?
Stratham.
Anyway, roll tape. Welcome back to the Grindhouse Podcast. I'm Cheese Film, and joined with me today is a pretty interesting hacker known as Hackubus. Hey, that was cool. There you go, Randy. You got. Oh, you.
That was cool.
And behind the cameras is the one and only Randy Official.
Hello.
Hello, indeed. Today we're talking about part 2 of our little finale Dan Aykroyd double feature, in which I think this was my ideal Dan Aykroyd, because I was like, he either plays two different ones. He plays a bumbling crack character or like a straight guy. Like it's really his two things. But this movie is stacked, man. This cast is impressive for a movie I've never heard of, and was kind of hard to find.
Yeah, it is hard to find right now. And 9 years in the making. Wow. Star-studded cast. The only person in this movie who has not been nominated for an Academy Award when it was being filmed is David Stratham. And then he would go on to be nominated and maybe win for Good Night and Good Luck.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so this is a powerhouse movie. It was when it came out, because David does a good job in this movie. He plays a blind guy. He's not blind. You'd think he was blind.
Yeah.
And no, I had never heard of it. It was not a flop either. It made $105 million on a $23 million budget. And I happened to come across it in the video store.
Really?
I'm like, what is this?
This looks like an airplane movie.
It does.
Like a comedy?
No,
Airplane?
like one you would be like, oh, I'm on an airplane and I'm stuck here. Yeah. Put this on.
Okay.
Guess what?
Okay.
It is not.
Not at all.
This movie is amazing. This is the best movie you've never seen.
Let me tell you something. Have you seen The Great Debaters?
Oh, hell yeah.
This is kind of that caliber for me.
Yeah, right.
It's a movie I was like, I don't know. I don't know if I want to watch this. But then I watch it and I'm like, holy crap, this is a great movie.
Right. If you have never seen this movie, go watch it and you're going to be like, where has this been?
It also kind of feels like it's, what's the way I want to say this?
Plubadanga?
No, like a movie that starts a trend, like like a ragtag group of people. I know it's not, but like, man, does it feel like an Ocean's movie?
Yeah, it kind of is like that.
They're just instead of they get the gang together to do one more heist, it's the gang's always there.
Right.
You know,
they've already got
they're already established, and I like that.
Yeah.
And Robert Redford playing Brad Pitt in this is wild. Like, he's doing a really good job.
Brad Pitt.
I could not see Brad Pitt. And
lots of times.
Older Brad Pitt looks just like Robert Redford in this movie.
They're in a movie together. It's a spy movie. And, what is it called? It's a very simple name. And basically, Brad Pitt gets caught. Robert Redford was his mentor, and he tries to get him loose. And it's really good, and they play great off each other.
I
think Brad Pitt is like, I always say this, Brad Pitt or oh my God, what's his name? Leonardo DiCaprio. They're basically the Robert Redford of
the modern
this generation, because they're good looking and they're talented. You mentioned all the people that are in it. You said Marty McDowell. It's Mary McDowell.
Oh, is it Mary McDowell?
And she's like the only woman in the main cast, but she doesn't. She's not sidelined or anything. She's a major
she's pretty intricate.
She doesn't want to be. Her character doesn't want to be a part of it, but she is totally in on it.
And she's kind of out for love, and I think that's really nice.
Yeah, it is.
It's I guess it is kind of a by the numbers movie.
Yeah, it's a heist movie,
but
except they don't get the band. They don't get the group together. They just do it.
Is this the one last ride kind of thing? Is that what they're doing here?
No, it's not. Well, maybe for Robert Redford,
Because they're established. They're not. They don't work with the government or anything. But they are a company that is hired to break into like banks and things like that.
Right, high tech things
to check their security, and they're very good at it because they're all professional ex-criminals.
Right, and Sidney Poitier is an ex-CIA guy.
Yeah. Also, so I don't think any other than Dan Aykroyd, I don't think any of these other people have been on the show. Like, we haven't talked about any of their other movies.
I don't think so either.
And we should have done Robert Redford last year because he passed. We should have done something for him.
Yeah, we should have.
But
he's in a lot of these kinds of what's it, suspenseful thriller
it's a very
kind of movies like 3 Days of the Condor, and especially All the President's Men. Very good. And this has got tension. This movie is as good as both of those movies.
This movie's
and nobody's seen it hardly. It's incredible.
So and I was very kind of surprised that Sidney Poitier is in this because I haven't seen a lot of his stuff. I've seen some of the big hitters, but like I'm not very familiar with him, and the stuff I've seen him in, I've really, really liked. I think he's one of the greatest actors who've ever existed. So I was like, well, he's going up with Robert Redford, who is one of the greatest actors who ever existed.
Yeah,
and Dan Aykroyd. Caliber. And I was like, well, Dan Aykroyd isn't.
And River Phoenix at the time when I first saw it, I'm talking about. I'm like, wow, why is he in a movie with these guys?
And I don't know how big Ben Kingsley was either at this time.
He was Gandhi before this.
Okay, so he was a big name. Okay.
Yeah, Ben Kingsley being in it, and Dan Aykroyd wanted to be Cosmo, the bad guy that Ben Kingsley plays, and everybody wanted to be in it because of Robert Redford and Sidney Poitier. And they're like, no, we got Ben Kingsley. He's like, oh, okay.
I think Dan Aykroyd, everybody was perfectly cast in this.
Yes,
I don't think there's a single person who...
I agree 100% with you. You know who doesn't?
Who?
River Phoenix. He told people not to watch this movie.
Why?
Yeah, he doesn't like his performance and he didn't like the movie.
Well, that sucks. And
the movie
really
did before this was My Own Private Idaho, which was a kind of a flop. It didn't do very good because of mostly the subject matter and the time it had come out.
When did Last Crusade come out?
In 87. It was when I was still in high school.
Well, then, he's got some good stuff under his belt.
He does have some good stuff under his belt, but he's not Dan Aykroyd, Robert Redford, Sidney Poitier caliber. He's not even Barry McDonald caliber. Ben Kingsley, all those guys.
He died too soon.
He did. That's really too bad because he is a good actor.
For those of you who don't know, Sidney Poitier, the reason why I'm putting so much emphasis on this is he was basically Hollywood gold in his time, and he's legendary, like up there with like
anybody
Humphrey Bogart or stuff like that. Like he's a big guy, and I believe he's kind of the torch passer in this movie, like from the previous era of Hollywood to kind of go along, because I don't think
I can see what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like he's
the era he was in.
Yeah, kind of ushering in a new era.
Right.
Because Robert Redford did stuff before this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not like this was the next big thing, but like kind of tilting the hat thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's cool to see him up there. It's like Jack and Jill was Al Pacino.
No, it's nothing like that. It's nothing like
nothing.
that.
Nothing.
You're saying is like that.
But yeah, no, and they all work phenomenally well together.
And they had a good time doing it too.
And because Dan Aykroyd, it plays a lot of supporting characters, unless it's something
That's what his Academy Award nomination was for. At least nomination. I don't remember if he won for Driving Miss Daisy. Yeah,
but he's doing like a Ray character in this. Like he's just he's not joking
he's
around.
Nerd. Yeah.
He's a nerd guy. He can say all the techno babble stuff, and man, it's so believable. He is a good actor.
He would regale people on the set with his weird ass stories about conspiracies and all that kind of stuff. And like he wrote some of his own material because he knows all this stuff already when he's talking about, conspiracies and stuff. And he kind of took River Phoenix under his wing because River Phoenix was a known party boy.
Yeah.
We could say he was into drugs and alcohol too much, and he didn't want to see the same thing happen to him that happened to John Belushi. And he kind of tried to steer him away from that stuff. Not that, that's not easy to do. And it didn't work.
No.
For the poor kid, yeah.
And it's a real tragedy. This movie is, unlike last week's, this movie is very highly rated.
Because it's great.
It's got
if you've seen it, you love it.
So, and like, I don't want to say like we don't do stuff like this movie on here, but when we do stuff like this, it does kind of feel like a special occasion, because we do schlocky kind of
sometimes or big
garbage movies, you know. So when you have something that's a basically perfectly executed film, it's a pleasure to talk about. Directing is phenomenal. Sets are great.
The director was the guys that wrote it also had written War Games with Matthew Broderick. And they started, when they were doing research for that, they were talking to computer people like at IBM and stuff. And somebody said, well, ask them about sneakers. And they're like, okay. And they didn't have any idea what it was. And it turns out sneaker, basically what they're going after a black box that does everything. And that's what sneakers do. They are programmer people. And one way somebody put it to them is this is where information goes in and never comes back out. And they're the sideline people on the skirts of legality. It's a real phrase, being a sneaker, and that are hackers and stuff like that. And that's why the movie's called that. That's what they do.
And like we said, it's a heist movie, but it's a heist movie in a way that it doesn't feel like it's like a heist in a personal respect. It's almost like Robin Hood in a way.
Kind of.
I felt like when I was watching this, it's an adaptation of Robin Hood.
You could say that because at the beginning when Cosmo gets arrested, they're taking money from big corporations and giving it to, like, I think it's time the Republican National Committee donated to the Black Panthers and giving it to lesser places. I mean, it's illegal. You can't steal people's money, even if you are giving it to other people. But they're robbing from the rich and giving it to the poor in a modern sense.
And that's kind of what feels like is at stake here almost. Because, he's got his name on the line, too.
Yeah. But his new name.
Because you could literally, there's a point in it where they hack in and they're in. And they're like, well, what do you want? You want to shut down everything? And they're like, well, any government would kill for this.
Yeah.
Any single one of them. And it really raises the stakes, and it's like 30 minutes in.
Yeah. They don't waste any time to get to it.
So, like,
they have the initial setup kind of thing to tell you who the characters are and what they do, which is a job. Then they're having a celebration of that, and they have the box at that point, right? Yeah, because they're looking at it. And then they're just goofing around doing what they're doing because he's got the picture that's ready to go. This is amazing. And Dan Aykroyd and David Stratham are playing with the thing, and he's reading it in Braille. And he really learned how to read Braille, by the way. And he's like, whoa, go back one. And all this information had just come up. They're like, we don't know what this is, what it does. And they're just goofing around because they're curious. And then it's just cool that the blind guy has the blind sunglasses on. And then he's the one who can see.
It's reflected.
Yeah, and it's reflected in his eyes, but he's the one who sees the information, which is really cool. This movie is full of that kind of stuff. It
is. It's, well, I don't know if I've seen anything this director's done.
You haven't. He this is the only thing he directed. He mostly does, he's a producer and co-writer.
And Phil Alden Robinson is his name, by the way.
Yeah, Phil Alden Robinson. And he was the third writer on it, too. They brought him in to, doctor up the script a little bit. Because he did that with Fletch, too. But he's like a string of huge movies these guys been involved
attached
with.
To.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I also like how, and I don't know, I've never owned a Playboy magazine.
It's in Braille.
You got it in Braille, and there's a point where I'm like, Is the joke here that when you like, if I had a Playboy here and I was like, oh, well, I read it for the articles.
Right.
And apparently the articles and Playboys are really good.
That's how a lot of people, tie.
A lot of people, I guess, have gotten into publishing by writing for Playboy, and they've gotten off from there.
And they're
no pun intended.
What do you call them? Interviews are legendary.
Apparently, yeah.
Yeah. But this is back when
nobody ever gonna believe that.
Right.
You got a Playboy in your house. That's not what you're looking at. But he's got it all in Braille. So is he really just reading it for the articles? Because you kind of can't.
Yeah. Right. Exactly.
What it's known for.
Yeah, that's a good gag. It?
And they don't really explain. It's just a visual thing there.
Right.
So like, do you interpret it as, oh, he's reading it for the articles, or, haha, this bump said boob.
Yeah.
You know.
Right.
Which I thought was really funny. Also, having a blind guy puts a...
it's like a foil.
It's a hurdle to kind of work with.
Yeah.
And I, as a blind person, I can say that. But
like when he's got to eventually drive the car.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's something that it will have to be addressed, because otherwise, why is he blind?
Yeah, right.
Other than to add more attention to the situation they're in. Which I think it was really funny that they did that.
Yeah.
I also kind of liked at the end there with it's like 3 fake outs back to back to back.
Yeah.
And I thought that was kind of cool. Because you shouldn't. There's no reason for that. But they're over indulging in it. But yeah, this movie is a ride, and it really had me gripped the entire way.
Yeah, everything. It's great. And I kind of thought when I saw it the first time, this seems a little dated. But it doesn't matter. It's that good.
Dated in what way?
The computer stuff that they're showing by the time I'd seen it was a little dated, even at that time, because it was moving so fast. And now it's completely dated. Like some of the stuff you could do, like when he's touching the thing to the leads, you can make things happen that way, but you don't have to.
Well, and you there's an answering machine is a crucial part in this.
Yeah, an answer machine.
That's a relic of the past.
Right.
Even when I was a kid, there's how they get the tape to get his voice for the activation thing. Like that, there's an app for that now.
Right. Or you wouldn't even need that because you could use your face.
Or a fingerprint or an eyeball.
Your hands, all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
So a lot of the technological side of this is really showing its age.
Yeah.
But in a way, it kind of adds to the charm, because it's the only thing I'd say that really dates it.
It is the only thing
cell phone in the car, like anything like that.
Yeah.
Is the only thing that really puts it in a pre-2000s world. Yep. Otherwise, it's kind of just a fantasy movie.
Yeah,
it could just be a parallel world, no matter what time you're in, because it's that good. And it's relevant. Like all the stuff they're doing, even at the end when did he really? Oh, it's broken. It doesn't work. And it was like, oh well, is it? And then it cuts to the news.
Yeah,
and they gave a whole bunch of money back to these social groups.
Right.
Which is another thing that just really ties it back to the whole Robin Hood thing. I think there's a part where he's wearing a green blazer even. I don't remember. When he's talking to the fake Homeland Security people. Might not be fake. I like that too, because they really might not be fake. They really might have been Homeland Security people.
Right. Well, it wasn't called Homeland Security then either.
Department of National Security. Yeah, whatever they call them. Because there's a point there where they didn't have an office in this city. This scheduled to be demolished. All of that stuff was all just a puff of cloud. Who knows? They might have been U.S. agents, but now they're Russian. But they don't know. It still could have been.
Yeah.
Because our government does some shady stuff, and having just two guys who are faking to be something. To get something that would be illegal to have, that it's literally the golden egg, kind of thing. I'm still there's still the Americas, their fingers in this pie too.
Yeah. At the beginning when he's there at the lecture, and all that stuff that's behind him, that's all real. The guy that basically he's a code breaker, cryptologist guy. they got him from MIT or whatever, and so that was all stuff that was real stuff. And he said they were going to pay him, and he's like, "That's okay if me and my wife can meet Robert Redford." So that was what that guy got paid for, too. And he was like a technical advisor on the movie, just to hang out with Robert Redford.
That's
that was
neat.
Yeah.
I do think that this movie kind of succumbs to the a genius written by a non-genius kind of thing. It just like when he's rambling in the hall, it does feel like the
genius guy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It does feel kind of like I saw this skit on the internet where it's like, oh well, that's Murphy's code. It's unbreakable.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, have you tried this? How'd you do that? Kind of thing.
Yeah.
Where it's cliche and
yeah.
It just gave that vibe. But again, fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
It does feel like it's a. And when I say fantasy, I don't just mean like elves and dwarves, but like a fantastical suspension of disbelief of your own world, kind of thing. Like it's a mad, mad world where any of that can happen.
And nowadays, you could be looking at back as this is how they would have had to done it way back then.
Yeah. Excuse me. But yeah, no, I really got into this movie. I was glad that this is the double feature we did because it's legs better than the last one.
Yeah, and that was Dan Aykroyd's first being a bad guy role, and he wanted to be the bad guy in this one too. And then when they said we got a different guy, and he was like, "Okay, you could go with that guy."
Well, and here's what's funny is that Nothing But Trouble came out in 91. This came out in 92.
92, yeah.
So Dan bounced back.
Yeah.
He had a big blunder, but then he bounced back.
He did.
He bounced back pretty hard. I kind of like when they find the it's like a mask for the offices. It's like a toy factory or something.
Yeah, right.
And he's got a microphone on a scoped rifle that he's aiming around the building, and the blind guy's listening to, because in this world these blind people have super senses, super hearing.
Well, he's used to hearing too, because that's another good one too. Like he's just describing what's in the room to the other guys, but like when Robert Redford gets kidnapped,
I love that
part is great. They go through the whole thing just by what it sounded like. That was great. And you never see that in anything.
And I still don't know how that would have helped you. Like, well, what did you hear? Well, I heard it sounded like it's on the highway. Okay, any kind of a repeating thump. But how are you going to narrow that down?
I think it's they go from where they start too, and like what did you hear there, and it's like work as a team and coordinate, triangulate kind of where it is.
I love the gala at the train tracks.
Right.
And they're just
I don't know what that is.
Or birds. I thought that was great. And like how they do it to the sound design there, where they're doing it on this recorder and he's listening to it, and then it cuts perfectly as it's looping like the wheel over a
hump in the road
connector thing.
Yeah.
It cuts right as the wheel is going over it. Love that kind of J transition.
They everybody did a great job on this movie. Everybody.
Oh yeah.
I was watching a review of this last night, and they started it saying it's a plot hole free.
Yeah, I wasn't even. And here's the thing, I've noticed this. I guess the Russians in the '80s were a problem.
Yeah,
because I just got done watching Welcome to Derry, where the military wants to recruit Pennywise to take down the Russians, and then I go watch Stranger Things season 5, and they're trying to build these super soldiers to defeat the Russians. Now we're watching this, where they've got the stuff that could
they
defeat
used to
the
be
Russians.
the bad guy. Yeah. James Bond movies were filled with the Russians.
It's just kind of odd that it's literally back to back to back. I've been watching stuff based around in the 80s, and they all have the same generic Russian bad guys. Because you don't see that anymore. Now the bad guys
it was the Soviet Union.
Well, yeah.
They were a superpower, and there was a Cold War going on.
It's just really funny. It's so, and you don't really realize how thick that stuff is until you watch 3 completely unconnected
right.
things, and they all have that kind of fun little U.S. history. But this is a masterclass in tension too. Every scene just builds the suspense more and more. Hitchcock would have loved it. He would have given his approval.
You don't know what's going to happen next.
I thought
you're right with the people that don't know what's going to happen next on screen.
I really thought he might go to prison at the end.
Yeah, right.
When especially when he's like,
really
they're going to find your gun and here's your alias.
Yeah.
Oh, you want me to go to jail? He's like, yes, I do. Like, that's his whole thing, is he just wants him to go down.
Yeah.
It's he can't be bought, he can't be nothing. The bad guy just wants you to fail.
Right.
And it's literally an unmovable force.
Right. And out of revenge, too.
Yeah. Wait, he didn't really do anything wrong.
Not really. I don't think so.
You know, he
didn't betray him.
Happened to leave early.
Yeah, he was going to get food.
And the cops show up.
And the cops happened to show up.
Love that the flashback has I'm really bad with the aspect ratios, but it's squared.
Yeah.
And black and white almost. I think that was really cool.
Yeah,
very good
cool.
aesthetic. But yeah. 10 out of 10. This movie was amazing. And I really liked how like Sidney Poitier was kind of like the man of reason.
Yeah.
You know, he's being a CIA guy.
Right.
I don't remember why he left the CIA.
His temper. They just throw that in there.
Oh, that's all it was.
And all the swearing in it, because there's no real violence. There's no nudity or sex or anything. They didn't want to get a G rating. So they just threw a whole bunch of swear words in it to make sure they didn't.
Yeah, I mean, this is a fantastic movie.
It is fantastic.
Why this one? What stuck with you about this movie?
Never heard of it. Like I said before, was at the video theater store, and I think he's still looking at preview, and.
Well, he was talking for a second.
And
I was listening.
I'm like, all these big names right now, I've never heard of this movie. And it must not have played in our town because I don't know why. It was a big hit. And I loved it when I first saw it. I was like, I can't believe this movie isn't the Die Hard of 1992. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm surprised this kind of just fell off.
Yeah.
Like James Earl Jones is in it.
Yeah.
At the very end. I think that's great. I like how they're like, well, we'll give you the box, but these are our listed demands.
Yeah.
And
I
want a Winnebago. This is really funny. This is another thing. Like, they just feel like real characters. It's a really, really well-made movie.
Yeah. The characters are real people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's great.
I like Dan Aykroyd's character's like little pen name being Mother.
Yeah.
Or his alias being Mother. Kind of reminded me of Alien.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was mentioned in the movie.
Alien? I don't think so.
But the computer.
Or why they call him that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
But apparently, I just coincidentally was like, oh, Mother, technical guy, computer guy.
Right.
Clearly, like, saw the movie Alien. That's where he got his name
Mother,
from.
Yeah.
Because there's no. Like, it's like with just a slice of life kind of thing. We just peer in to these people's lives on a whim, kind of thing. Like we're connected in with no rhyme or reason, no real like reason other than just like this is what's gonna happen. Kind of storyteller kind of.
Yeah,
thing. I don't know, rambling on a little bit there. Anyway,
but like, why is the blind guy called Whistler?
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
I don't know why they had him driving. I think that was really funny, though.
Because he can really see, too. It's not like they got a real blind guy to drive.
Well, it also alleviates a lot of the tension, too, when he's got to drive. And he's like, all right, we'll go left. No, my left. Right. No, you're right. My left. Go. I don't know. It's funny like that. Because he's getting fed info in his ear earlier on.
Yeah.
And he slips that up, too. He's not perfect.
Right.
I don't know. It's a good movie. Robert Redford does a good job in this.
Yeah, he does. He does a Robert Redford job in it. Nobody phones anything in.
No.
And it was well written, too. Did I say it took 9 years to get done?
Yeah, it's 9 years in the making. Have you seen Jeremiah Jackson?
No.
You've not seen it?
No, not yet.
It's
I'm gonna, though.
It's a Western with him.
Yeah.
And it's all up in the mountains. It's all very snowy. Mm-hmm. I think that's where that one gif of him in the sweater, and he looks at the camera as it's zooming him, and he nods and smiles.
Probably.
I don't know if you even know what I'm talking about. Randy might.
From Game of Thrones?
No. It's literally a bearded man.
Yeah, I think that's in Game of Thrones.
And it's zooming in. It came out.
I know what you're talking about.
I don't know.
Hang on.
I thought it was Game of Thrones.
Google Robert Redford meme GIF. Well, because I want to know. I want to make sure I'm right. And
no, you're right.
It is. Okay, so it's from Jeremiah Johnson, which is almost a completely silent film.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
And there's like 3 characters in the whole thing.
Nice.
And it's just kind of a man surviving the wilderness.
Uh-huh.
And he does super, super good in that, too. Robert Redford is I think he's kind of underappreciated now. Like,
yeah, nowadays he might be. But like when I was going through other conspiracy, espionage kinds of things, Spy Game is the name of that other movie.
Oh, okay.
Where he's with Brad Pitt. But like he's the leader of the SHIELD in The Winter Soldier, which is another conspiracy kind of thriller movie.
But there's a part in Jeremiah where he meets this old coot up there in the mountains. And I forgot how it happens, but he's running back in. He's like, get out of the way. And there's a bear chasing him. And it really did that. It's a real thing. And they really had this bear chase him into the thing. And I think the back was an exit that they ran out and shut the door behind. But there's just like, he's impressive. He's a really impressive guy. And the legacy of Robert Redford, I think will go on forever. He wasn't in The Godfather, was he?
No. They wanted him, but...
I think they wanted him from Sonny or something like
Sonny
that.
or Michael.
Because James Caan, I think, was supposed to be Michael.
Yeah, right. James Caan was supposed to be Michael.
Michael Afton?
No.
Yeah. Yeah, it's supposed to be Michael Afton. Funny enough, The Godfather... who's the
just
guy
like
who plays
Five Nights at Freddy's.
Robert Duvall? I always get him mixed up with
Robert Redford?
Yeah. I think it might be something in the chin. I just always get...
Or their name is Robert.
It might be. Have you seen Guess Who's Coming to Dinner?
Yeah. Long time ago.
That's one that I don't think people know exists. That kind of went by. That's a Sidney Poitier movie.
Yeah. So's In the Heat of the Night, which then became a TV show in the 80s.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
And was referenced in The Lion King.
It's pretty good, yeah. In The Lion King, yeah.
For all, 3 people in the audience who saw that? Guess Who's Coming to Dinner, though, was one of those kind of revolutionary films, too.
Yeah.
Especially with the race ties that were going on at the moment. Do you know what that movie's about?
No.
Because they remade it a whole bunch of times.
I've seen Dinner for Schmucks.
Have you seen Guess Who?
Dinner for Schmucks. One of these guys produced Dinner for Schmucks.
Well, there you go.
Tons of movies the guy produced.
Oh, wow. Have you seen Ashton Kutcher's Guess Who with Bernie Mac? It's Bernie Mac in there.
Maybe.
Is it Bernie? I think it might be. We
think
went to the
so,
theater to see that.
I know the cover.
Is Kiss in that? Is that the one with Kiss in it?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, that's Why Him.
Yeah, Why Him.
Which is not quite the same.
That's where Ashton Kutcher gets brought to dinner, and it's a black family.
Yeah, they're like, why him? Essentially.
Yeah, I've seen that movie.
And it's all it's a remake of this movie where this white family, their daughter brings her boyfriend over, and it's Sidney Poitier, and it has some of the most moving lines of dialogue in it that you'll ever watch, especially with what's going on at the time too. Like there's a monologue done by the old guy in that.
I don't remember.
And it's basically about like love is love. Like why should we dictate who can love who and what's to stop? What are you looking up?
I think he's looking up the wrong one.
And it's moving and like a movie at that time to say stuff like that, it's still relevant today, and it's impressive.
That's what makes stuff a classic.
And it's just the right time, the right moment, the right everything. What are you looking up, Randy?
I was trying to look that movie up, but then Why Him with Bryan Cranston came up.
Yeah.
Right.
With James Franco.
Yeah, that.
Did you see that one?
Did you hear about James Franco?
I've heard a lot about James Franco.
Yeah, right.
Great guy.
So, what's up with Hollywood, I guess?
Yeah, why is Hollywood going down for this stuff we've all done?
What do you mean we've all done?
We as in me, you.
What are you? My hands are clean.
Didn't you say that before? Or the other day or something?
You say stuff. You say stuff. You're going to get us canceled before we even get started.
That's why I don't talk much.
Like, you are an Adult Swim character. I can't find it. I've got IMDb pulled up over here. I'm trying to find. It's hard to read. But,
No, but this is great. And it was, nobody knows about it. So definitely check it out because you'll have a good time. It's a good caper movie. That's not quite, it's not by the book caper movie, but they pull jobs.
yeah.
For legitimate jobs.
You got a job? I want to put a job. So I don't really have much more to talk about for this one.
You know what? I was just remembering a great part where Sidney Poitier's like got that car phone because it's not a cell phone.
No.
And he's like, Robert Redford's doing the deal and getting the money, and then they're going to be golden.
Away.
And he's like, here, your mother's on the phone, and Robert Redford has to leave without the money, without the box, everything. He's just got to abandon everything because he got that code word. Just cool stuff.
Yeah.
Love this movie.
I like to see in the newspaper, too, that he's dead.
Yeah.
That's a cool thing. What's your favorite suspense movie?
Yeah, I didn't think about that. I don't know. Suspense movie.
What about you, Randy? You got any favorite suspense movies?
Give me an example.
What's yours then, smart guy?
Yeah, give me an example.
My favorite suspense movie is Rear Window.
Yeah, that's a good
Alfred
one.
Hitchcock's Rear Window. It's a movie I didn't really like first watching it. I was like, man, this is kind of terrible. He just doesn't do anything. He's stuck in a room. But I watched it like 2 or 3 more times after that. And somebody else was like, oh, he's got a broken leg. He can't do anything. I was like, yeah, but that's what's cool about it.
Yeah.
Is that he's watching everything and he can't do anything about it.
Or escape.
He's stuck. And like the part where he's looking in the binoculars and he gazes with the husband across the way who's also looking at him. Oh, masterclass in suspense. That's when you realize the pot's boiling kind of thing. Hitchcock, I don't think Hitchcock really gets any thanks anymore. He kind of was the godfather of suspense in a lot of ways. There's suspenseful stuff before that, but he revolutionized all of it. He was nuts too, by the way.
Yeah, he was. He said it's basically doing it this way, like everybody knows there's a bomb under there except the people on the screen.
Yeah.
And what's another good one is my favorite Alfred Hitchcock movie is Rope.
Okay.
And that's all in one take.
Really?
Obviously, they ran out of film and had to change the film, but it is all in one take, and except for one shot where Jimmy Stewart realizes what's going on. There's a take. That's the only one. It's really good.
Have you seen Birdman?
Yeah,
It does something similar to that,
yeah,
too.
Yeah, right.
It's kind of exhausting to watch stuff like that.
It is a little bit. This isn't. It's more like watching a play.
Oh, cool.
Because it takes place in one room. There's a dead guy under the table, and the two guys hosting a dinner party killed him, and that's what the movie's about. And them going back and forth. Jimmy Stewart he's not a cop or anything. He's like their teacher, but they think they're smarter than everybody else and they can get away with it. And he's like, wait a minute,
hold on.
Yeah.
Jimmy Stewart, man, I like Jimmy. Do you know who Jimmy Stewart is, Randy?
No. But I would have to say mine is 7.
7.
7's pretty good.
Yeah, I was trying not to think of ones that are so much, because like A Few Good Men is good too. It has tension at the end.
Yeah.
And you don't know if they're going to be able to get what they need to get. And but like courtroom things, lots of times have a lot of suspense. But 7,
Seven's great. David Fincher really knocked out of the park with that one too.
Same with Heat.
Heat's one of my favorite movies.
That is a great movie. We just watched that. Your mother and I were going to go to bed because we were tired. And I happened to say, oh, Heat's on. I'll put this on until we get ready for bed. And no, because we didn't fall asleep. We just watched all of Heat.
They're making a sequel to that.
Yeah. I'm kind of excited about it. They don't need to make a sequel to Heat.
They already made a sequel to it. The book is a sequel to it. It's like Heat 2. It's a novel.
Huh.
And I think the movie's going to be adapting the book. But
right.
Heat's
based on a true story, though. The cop and Robert De Niro and Al Pacino people were real people. They're based on real people that were really, he was trying to catch him, and they really had coffee together, and all that stuff really happened.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's awesome.
That's really cool. And that coffee scene is one of the greatest scenes in cinema.
Yeah, it is great.
I think it's one of the first. I think the first time those two shared a screen.
Yeah, they're both in Godfather 2,
but they don't have a scene together.
On the screen together.
Well, because he's playing young Vito.
Yeah,
you know.
But then they started doing stuff, and it's not good. Like
say Righteous Kill.
Righteous Kill, yeah. And it's supposed to have that twist and stuff, and it's not as good. They don't.
I'm a defender of Righteous Kill because I like watching those two.
Yeah.
And those two look like they're having fun.
They look like they're having fun. You're right.
Yeah.
Not
the movie
like they're being
good.
Those cops.
At all. Even when the twist happens, I'm like, oh, this is kind of out of nowhere.
Yeah, it is really out of nowhere.
Have you seen The Irishman?
Mm-hmm.
Because being a Martin Scorsese diehard,
yeah,
and then B, loving those kind of crime movies,
yeah,
that being the movie that it is, does feel like a great send-off to those two actors.
Yeah, right.
And that genre of movie, which I don't think you can even make anymore.
I don't think so.
Because they tried it with Gotti, and Gotti was a giant bomb.
It's not that good either. Did you see it?
No.
It's not good. I don't like it.
I was all kinds of excited to see it because John Travolta looks really cool.
Yeah, he does.
And everybody said it's god awful.
It does pretty much suck.
So I don't want
You're not going to like it.
I'll give anything a shot.
Yeah, right. Sure. Why
but
not?
Like if the majority of everybody who I'll watch stuff as a recommendation from says the movie isn't worth watching, then I don't really want to watch it. Because like what I wanted to watch was John Travolta playing John Gotti. But if that isn't even worth watching it, then
it's not.
I'm good.
It's really crap.
A lot of big names and
I watched Thing.
Thing?
Yeah.
The Thing?
Yeah.
The John Carpenter movie?
One? Was it in color?
Yeah, it was in color.
And it has Keith David in it?
Sure.
Keith David.
You know, it's Keith David in it.
Yeah, I know it's Keith David.
That was pretty good.
Pretty good.
It's awesome.
I liked it.
The Thing is one of the greatest movies ever made.
Do you think they're both the Thing at the end? Because I do, but my friends think no.
Well, one of them should be.
They can't both be.
Like the thing
Why couldn't they both be? There were several instances that the Thing was inhabiting two different bodies.
Because why would it not just merge into one thing?
My theory is that just because it can inhabit two different bodies doesn't mean that it knows it
is two different bodies.
Yeah, that it knows itself.
Yeah,
I don't know.
to think Kurt Russell gives he doesn't drink out of that bottle, and he gives it to Keith David, who does drink it, and it was gasoline because it was going to be a Molotov cocktail, and he knows that that's the thing.
Yeah.
I like to think that they beat the thing, and then these two guys are basically going to die. They're going to freeze to death.
I think that's the other idea I have, but it's either that or the thing won technically, and it knew that it was gonna.
It won no matter what because it didn't kill it.
Yeah.
And all it has to do is wait.
Yeah, it did already.
Yeah. Speaking of a great opportunity, The Thing from 2011. Really good movie.
I like it. I don't think they should have used the CGI, but it's pretty good.
Do you know that they didn't?
They didn't. Oh, they made practical stuff.
Everything in it was real.
Yeah.
And then they
Covered it up with CGI stuff. Yeah.
And like there's bonus features you can watch.
Yeah.
Of like the real stuff, and it looks amazing.
It's way better than the stuff they put out.
And like
way better.
You don't need, because it's basically the same exact movie.
Yeah, right.
Over
except it's the Norwegians.
Yeah. And less is more. You don't have to over-explain everything. But I think this kind of works this way because it's there's a new set. It's a sequel. It's the same movie sequel kind of thing.
Yeah, right.
Like Ghostbusters 2.
Yeah.
Where it's just the same thing over again with a different crowd, or like Saw, stuff like that. You're not really going to watch, how did the Norwegians...
right.
How did... It's the split two-body mutant thing.
Right.
What the hell is that?
Right.
That's why you're watching it, and it works really well that
Yeah.
way. Fantastic movie.
Yeah. The effects guys were so pissed off that they covered it up with CGI. They made a movie called Harbinger Down, which is basically the thing on a boat, and they used only practical effects.
I don't know why anybody would think to do it that way.
Yeah, because they're movie executives and they get paid to.
They finally saved the movie.
But
it was a great
thing.
movie because they did that.
Yeah, that's what they're trying to do, and it don't work.
But
They're
it didn't
wrong.
look good. It's 2011. Pirates of the Caribbean has already been out.
Yeah.
Revenge of the Sith has already been out.
Yeah. And they didn't do it right.
The next year, the Avengers movie is coming out. Why does it look like watered down clay?
Yeah.
I don't know. And being an executive, it's almost like they set it up to fail.
Yeah, it is like that.
And it was already going to have a lot of pressure on it being the sequel to one of the greatest horror movies ever made, period. But to do all that, and that nobody knows that. Everybody just sees the CGI and they're like, oh, well, they should have done it practically. But it's like, they did. What you're seeing is a practical effect. Anyway, and I'm a guy who likes digital effects. I love digital effects. I think Thanos is a amazing step in...
Yeah, I like when you can't tell.
Yeah.
Like Jurassic Park.
You can tell now.
Sometimes.
Like,
I still can't.
I'll rewatch it, and like there's times I
the
know I'm looking at a
Velociraptors,
puppet.
you could tell. But like a lot of that stuff, I was reading a Time magazine when it was going to come out, and I was like, "Oh, that must be computer generated." Nope, that wasn't. I was like, "Oh, that must be." Nope.
So, I don't really care if it's 4K or whatnot. I have a DVD collection.
Right.
Joey's got a VHS collection. But I think Jurassic Park is one of those movies that is best watched on DVD.
Yeah, right.
Because your image quality isn't 4K, so like everything that you're not supposed to see,
right,
you still can see.
Yeah.
And the blending of the like I can tell when Rexy steps out of the paddock, that's a computer generated thing. It looks computer generated in 4K. It just does. But when it's the puppet, it looks like a real T-Rex.
Yeah.
But when you've got it scaled down to like 720 or whatever DVD was, you can't tell.
Yeah.
It all looks better. And it's kind of like when people try to play retro SNES games on like a computer.
Man, that's terrible.
They built it for the technology it was on, not to be ported.
He had that thing that he got from Japan that had a whole bunch of Nintendo 64 games on it. And I tried playing Shadows of the Empire, and I couldn't even see what was happening because it was just terrible.
And a lot of these games now will have built onto the game too, like a CRT filter.
Oh, really?
That you can boot on, and it does drastically help the image. It's kind of wild that it does, but like again, like when we have each pixel instead of what was
scan.
it? Scan, yeah. And it's just how it is now. This is cool. It's cool. It's cool to talk about the different advancements in technology like that.
Yeah.
Just how 10 years can change things.
Obliterate what it was.